All right, so I'm kind of just gonna, jump right into this. So, basically, for anyone that's new, I guess I really should start saying this a little more. For anyone that's new, kind of how I, you know, gather my information is, I use the forms of, telepathy, what I'm feeling energetically, visions I get. It's all sorts of different ways, but those are the main ways that I do, communicate with my spiritual team, and then also, you know, just yeah. Um, oh, this lighting's like really weird. Actually, I don't know if I really like it. It's like all bright. Yeah, so anyways, I just had, let me see if I can turn it down some. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, why does it look so weird? There we go, it's a little better, I don't know. But anyways, so I'm basically kind of sharing, some personal things that I've been going through, but again, it's on a collective level as well. So whether you have, dealt with this right now, you currently already have, or you may be about to. All of us are going to experience this at some point. Um, so, you know, my guides, were telling me really for a couple weeks now, and I've just about, really protecting your crown chakra is going to be super important. Um, I don't know if anyone's tuned into my previous videos, but I shared, some personal attacks that I had went through spiritually, and this was recently. Um, but it didn't fully hit. I think what I was experiencing was what the energy was going to be like in my own life, right? The feeling, this kind of, when I was being attacked, it was through a dream a couple weeks ago. And, it was this big, again, like, and I've had this a year or so ago, I shared, about, when I had done some remote viewing that I didn't even know I could do. It kind of just took me there, and, I saw this huge, dark, like a cloud figure, but it was huge. And I don't know if it was a being or an entity. I mean, it had to have been. It was some sort of entity, right? And it was, darker. It was darker, and it was trying to grab me then. And this was like, I forgot. I had just posted a video about it recently. It was in the one I did with Dragons Are Real and my experience with Archangel Asriel. So a little bit, about that figure, that entity, and what I had seen was in there. But so fast forward to a couple weeks ago, I again got attacked, but this time it had gotten closer to me. It was like trying to suck like the air out of me or something, and again, these are all just, whether it is through, an actual being, because there are, it's a self-serving being that, is of darker nature. But it also, there's a warning here about allowing what that certain being who self-serves is going after is your light, right? To stop you from your purpose, which then could cause you extreme like fear, right? Self-doubt, self-sabotaging, you know, thought forms in the ego, because you know what, again, it's going to attack through the ego, not your highest self, because it can't with your highest self, right? So I think this is a really important time for, and this is again why, my guides were even telling me how important it is to, really listen to your intuition. Right now, it's going to play a vital role in a lot of our next steps. And, it hit me out of nowhere 2 days ago, around the weekend, where I woke up and I'm talking with extreme heaviness and pain in my body out of nowhere. It's just like, I don't know if I know I wasn't sick, but it was a physical, energetic feeling of just complete pressure all around this part of my body. So again, the heart chakra. But it was also, I had such pain in my solar plexus area. So for the past 2 days, I've really been fighting this off. I've been doing a lot of, looking into two things here, you know, the inner child, certain aspects, and connecting more with my higher self. So I do have a message real quick. You know, so here this goes. Use your heart and your own intuition with your next steps going forward. Working with yourself and continuing to monitor your inner child / fears coming up will be important. Different fears from the ego / in your own self or outer entities will arise, causing self-doubt and self-sacrificing behavior, causing you to want to give up on your destiny and purpose. Things will be okay. There is nothing to fear outside of you. It will try to attack within. Work with those areas of the base chakra, both solar plexus and sacral and crown chakra. That was just a quick, you know, and again, this is very, very real. So now whether you wake up one day and you're not really sure where all of these anxieties are coming from, you know, you got to look at it like two different things that could be here, which is why they're really, you know, wanting you to make sure you're grounding yourself daily. Okay, grounding is going to be really important. Connecting with your inner child, and you know, when those fears come up, really asking yourself, taking the time out, like, where is this coming from? You know, again, another thing of what we're all trying to do here, it's not just this timeline that we're focusing on. We are focusing on multiple different timelines, okay? So sometimes where these fears and anxieties might be coming up, I mean, again, it confused me because I've been doing so much healing, and it really almost felt like, you know, but again, it doesn't necessarily have to be coming from this reality, right? It could be coming from a different timelines reality. So we are all affected by these timelines, and that's basically what we're trying to do, right? Clear out multiple timelines. So it is really important to remember that, you know, that we are not just, yeah, we're focused on this lifetime, but it's also, you know, fears and of our other realities that we are living in simultaneously here. So doing those daily check-ins, you know, is going to be really helpful, but we cannot forget that, you know, again, this next part of our journey is going to require our connection with our intuition and higher self. We have for so long really gone outside of ourselves here, you know. We haven't given our highest self a lot of credit if you really think about it. We're always, you know, kind of more or less talking outside or giving credit to other, you know, great beings that are here to help us too. But what my team is telling me is they need us to connect with our highest selves, okay? And, you know, here's why. Things like this can arise too, right? So for the past 2 days, I was going through this, like, and again, I just look at it like another test of, you know, okay, what am I needing to do here to help? Anything to help, you know? Because again, the work you're doing on yourself ultimately is helping yourself, but also, you know, other people, all of us. We're trying to bring it into unity here, right? So those small things you're doing every day on yourself, you're ultimately helping yourself and the next person, because we all are the same. So it's like the more we do individually, yeah, it's great. But again, I feel like we're on a next phase here. So forever this is going to relate to, okay, you've done a lot of healing work, continue to do it, continue to monitor it, right? But, you know, those of you who are really, you know, stepping out and you're making your spiritual, you know, calling your life purpose, or that's where your heart is telling you to go, it's going to be crucial to connect with the highest self of you. And here's why. I mean, I had an example where I feel like my teeth, I swear to God, I'm like, yo, hello, like, you know, like, I felt like I was like stranded here for 2 days. Like, what? I mean, when I tell you, it was very little communication. And again, not because they don't love you or care, but, you know, it was forcing me to really rely on my own intuition, my own higher self. And, you know, I'm trying to even really know what my own higher self's energy feels like. Like, I know Archangel Jophiel's, I know Archangel Michael's, I know certain other beings' energies, but do you really know your own? you know, your own highest self and your intuition and what that sounds like and what that feels like. And, you know, again, it all has to come through your heart. Your heart has to guide you at some point of this journey where you've gathered up enough of these, you know, outside resources, right? But ultimately, even when it doesn't make sense, if your heart is telling you to do something, it comes to a point where you're going to have to listen to that. You know, even if the whole outside world is falling apart around you, or your own life, I mean, your own individual life looks like it's falling apart around you. I mean, shoot, and, you know, things going on in the world too, but we're focusing on you, right? So with that, I mean, the only thing they would give me, this was from my higher self and me connecting, okay? So the only thing my team I heard was just go within. Just go within. I mean, simple as that. Like, yo, stop playing with me. But I also thought this was really important. I've been seeing the number 712, which that's another, you know, number that is really how my bonded dragon, every time I know he's around, it's that. But then, you know, I looked up more of the meaning, you know, it's angel number 712, but 712, really the frequency too that it came up with was 852 hertz. So if you're into, you know, that kind of listening to, you know, like a sound bath or frequencies, there is one 852 hertz, returning to spiritual order. So if you have, like, I mean, obviously you can YouTube it too, but if you have Spotify, you know, there is a playlist there. So all you got to do is put in 852 hertz and different things will come up. And it's going to be really helpful for whoever this is resonating for, you know, because if you're feeling kind of the same way, you've been feeling like, what is going on, all this crazy, and I mean heavy. I mean, it was multiple meditations to try to clear things out. And again, the other important thing that they wanted to bring up too was this, that, you know, you have to look at these other types of self-serving entities or beings, you know, not in human form, right? Who are for real, okay? Because it was just this energy in my home. It was in my apartment. It was crazy. The past 2 days, like anytime I left, it felt so much better. So just be mindful of your home, your surrounding, the area, you yourself energetically, because that's they are, again, like a moth to a flame, right? I had said this in previous videos. You're gonna have to worry about these being attracted to you, okay? And they're serving themselves, so these entities, that's all they know. You know, so really, if you look at it, like, don't fear it, just send them love, forgiveness, and you know what, but you can't stay here, type of thing. So you are protected. This isn't to cause anyone fear, but it's just to let people know, if you haven't already been through this is a very good possibility that it's coming up in your own journey, and in your own daily life. And again, it's going to resonate a lot with people who are going through things right now, as far as careers, job changes, financial struggles, right? Like, just really, you know, trying to go into where your heart's leading you, but everything, you know, needs to be taken care of in the 3D as well. So it's throwing you off. It's causing you fear, like, should I continue with this? Should I not? Like, you know, anyways, that's basically, you know, the important message. Now, I have been doing other, you know, things that I'm gathering on my own, about what I'm being guided to, and I'm trying to get everything together, right, to make it make sense for people, because I am by no means a scientist or know any big words like that, but my brain somehow, I decode things that are like out of the box, like I've never even heard of these things, but it's like but it makes sense to me, but I can't really communicate it to people, where it's all, so I try to break it down to where it's easy to understand. So I'm working on some things right now, you know, as far as more of the DNA, the RNA, things like that, to try to kind of break down so that, you know, once you're still clearing out, you know, your ancestral DNA, your own DNA, and kind of, you know, what to do going from there. So if that's part of, you know, your purpose too, clearing out ancestral DNA, and again, there is a connection there that I found with, you know, the Wooder. They've been talking about Wooder, they've been bringing it up to me, and I found the connection, so that's going to be a different video. Anyway, so let's stick to this, you know, just about going within. Just go within. And we're going to get, you know, some messages here that maybe for whoever needs to hear it. What am I going to do with my pen? Okay, I'll put it over there. Okay, so we'll see kind of where, and again, you know, just where this goes, anything to be mindful of, or any other message that just wants to come through. So we'll just do, general, you know, we'll use the energy check ones. We'll start out with this. So just, you know, today's what, Tuesday? So, you know, within the next, you know, rest of the week, just something to be mindful of, you know, energetically, for you guys. So, door to personal healing and happiness came out in teeter-tottering position. Again, I think that's just, you know, again, confirmation. You guys could be seeing the number 7. Again, that has to do with spirituality. Again, about your journey, your door to happiness, right? And your healing. Absolutely. Like, there comes a point in time where, you know, you're going to have to rely on yourself here and your heart and your intuition. And that is part of the process, you know, self-mastery. Like, it just has to happen, you know. They're always there with you, but, you know, again, 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel confirmation, you know, this breaks down to a 5, change. Protect your crown chakra, because I'm telling you, it was a pretty heavy energetic attack. Just kind of, I can't even downplay it. It sucked. It was terrible. It was like, oh my God, like I'm trying to fight to physically get up out of bed, to move around. I'm like, I don't ever usually get sick either, so it wasn't. I knew it was an energetic, just boom, you know. Yeah. Oh yeah, too. With the 6th chakra Archangel Metatron, that's a good point too. You know, wanting to focus on your intuition, your clarity, seeing things clear, seeing things from a higher perspective. So these 2 angels definitely, you know, obviously trying to call them in and work with that, you know, and again, the colors, purple, indigo, right? Let's see what else. Indecision. Yeah, exactly. Confirmation. You know, it's like, okay, are you going to let your ego, fear, or for real, physical other entities, right, try to come in and do their spiritual attacks on you? You know, those are the self-serving hive, right? Or real people in, you know, the 3D who are, you know, living that self-serving hive too. It goes both ways here. You really got to make a decision, and you need to do it sooner than later. Like, are you fully going to commit to your path, to your purpose, to your destiny, right? Yeah. Strategy. Yeah, it's going to take a strategy here. It really is, you know, figuring out, you know, what you guys want to do and how you're going to create it. Again, with manifestation, yes, it is great to do your manifestations. Writing it out is so much more powerful as well. It helps with that, you know, but once you again, you got to stay in that vibration. So this really is like, you're going to have to fight for this. And I hate to say it in those terms, and it's not going to be like a physical fight, but you're going to have enough self-discipline, enough self-motivation. It's all going to be self-healing. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like whoever's going to, relate to this, you're going to have to pick yourself, you know, off the ground yet again by yourself. And, you know, a lot of the groundbreakers out there are going to already know, you know what, we've been doing this our whole life. So it's like, you know, yeah, it's nothing new, but again, it's a new part of the stage that, you know, we're learning as well too. And we're trying to master as well too. So you guys know you can do this, you know, when you're feeling that heaviness, do some meditations, clear it out, jog, go for a run, get out in nature, you know, connect with Mother Earth. It's going to be crucial, because you don't want to be too much in your head here, because again, they attack through the ego, and your own ego is going to try to talk you out of this. You know what I'm saying? Now let's see what else we got here. Use these and these. I mean, yeah, it was definitely eye-opening, guys, you know? It was just like, oh, God, you know? So take this time out to really, you know, strategize your next move here. But it has to come from your heart and your own intuition. Embarking on an adventure. I savor the wonders of the world. Yeah, so strategize, connect with your highest self, and figure out, you know, listen to your intuition. Be strategic about your next move. Trusting your intuition, confirmation. My life is truly guided. Yeah, absolutely. It really is, you know. Of course. Launching your journey. It just fell on the floor. Let me go grab it though. Hold on. Oh Lord, I swear. Yeah, you know what? I just heard like don't stumble or don't, you know what I mean? Like, well, I don't know. Like, you know when you play a sport, like, you know, if you fumble the ball or something, like don't trip yourself up here. Don't. Launching your journey. I am an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. Exactly. And then we'll do one more for this. Being in the flow. I am in the flow of the universe. Oh, look, and healing the past. Yeah, look. Exactly, right? I step into my future with strength and clarity. Yeah, exactly. Confirmation. Be mindful of things that are coming up. Check where it's coming from, because even if you may feel like it's not your energy, it could be, like I said, you know, different parts of you in different timelines, different realities. Those things happen. We're clearing them all out here. We're not just here to clear out one. You know, it's a group effort. All right, so let's see. Anything else to be mindful for, you know, the rest of the week? Tsunami, wake up call. Exactly. Telling you that tsunami of emotions was nuts, okay? It's like, I really hope, you know, for those of you that haven't went through it yet, you know, just prepare it. It's a very big possibility, you know, that it could happen. Waterfall, effortless. Yeah, so like after the tsunami hits, you know what I'm saying? Like energetically, emotionally, right? Figure it out. Stay calm, stay grounded, talk to your inner child, connect with your higher self at the same time. I mean, I've been doing it, and it's been really helping as far as, you know, trying to heal at the same time the things that are coming up. Or again, if you're one of those people that do get visits from other beings, right, that are not so nice all the time, be mindful if it's coming from an outer source or if it's the inner, right? But then after you're clearing it out, you know, just keeping in the ebb and flow, okay? Don't stress yourself out too much, but then also don't be too naive here where, like, you think it can't happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you could get hit with, like, an energetic attack like that. We have wind, activation, and then island, solitude. Again, you know, look at this. That's so crazy. This wind card, they just drew my attention to this dark cloud right here, right, in the island of solitude. But if you look at this card here, it's got like a clouded figure, okay? So it's almost like, you know, trying to come clear out the darker energies, you know, as well. Or my mind went to, you know, possibly again, like another dark clouded entity, right? So just again, confirmation on being mindful with that. And I am going to keep this one shorter because, you know, I just thought it was super important for, you know, you guys to hear that and share that with you, and possibly try to give a heads up for people, you know, that haven't gone through it yet. There is support. Your guides are always here. The divine's always here. God, Mother God, you know, they want you to definitely know that they are with you, even though it might feel like part of this journey for you guys, you have to kind of go it alone for a little bit, you know, and you might be disconnected from them for a little bit, and that's okay. It's part of the process. Power, reclaiming your power, call back your power, and that's why working with your highest self is going to be crucial. You know, once it clicked for me that, you know what, like, I'm not allowing my own ego, A, or another entity, B, like, no one's going to stop me from my own dreams or my own goals, and especially not myself. Because when you can get that, it can cause depression or for you to second guess yourself. No, do not allow it to do that. Yeah. And guardian angel, yeah, like you guys are truly, truly supported. Your angels are always around you. Your guardian angel, and I know I talked to, you know, one of the subscribers the other day about this, but how important it is, for real, to call in your guardian angel. Like, I don't care, ring every day, call him or her up. You know, if your angel comes to you more as a masculine or if it comes to you more as a feminine, it does not matter. They are both anyway, but they are there for a reason. So see, this is confirmation. Call on your guardian angels Do not think that, you know, calling them, you know, more than once is like a, no, you are worthy, you're worthy. Call them for everything, you know, because I'm serious. The connection I have with my, you know, my angels and my guardian angel, you know, I know Jophiel is really one of my guardian angels, like for real. And just the bond that I have grew so much more once I stopped putting myself, you know, self-sacrificing my own self. Like, oh, my wishes and dreams and thoughts weren't important. Talk to them like your best friend. Not only just, you know, don't just, you know, talk to them when you need, I mean, well, yeah, when you need something, but also if you build a friendship where you're talking about everything that's concerning you and what you want and where you need help at, that is what they're there for. They're living through you. So just thought that was cool to mention again. All right, and then we'll do this. See what else wants to come out for messages. Acceptance. See yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. Exactly. Confirmation, guys, because seriously, I really do feel like sometimes through this journey, we even forget, you know, like how important it is for every one of us. You know, like I said, the work that we're putting in ourselves really, you know, it uplifts everyone around us. And for those who are doing, you know, the same things and we're doing all this inner work, you know, ultimately it is for a bigger reason. And the reason is so much bigger than we can even understand fully. But, you know, we are trying to, you know, have humanity raise its consciousness so we can evolve. We can break free of the cycles that no longer are serving us as people. They are only serving the self-serving hive. And it's gotta stop. So the more that people come together, you know, and I have said this, there's a huge thing about, my guys have been saying this for a while too here, guys, about working together. And I had said this in a video a couple weeks ago. It dawned on me, I'm like, what if, like, you know how when you manifest on your own, right? But, okay, no, this is what I said. You know how when you come together for a group meditation, right? A group one. Like I've done a one where it was like on YouTube like 2 years ago. It was like a worldwide thing. I forget which event it was for, but the power in that, right, is insane. So it dawned on me a couple weeks ago. I'm like, what? And I said this, and I was like, what if people got together and started manifesting together, right? Could you imagine how powerful that would be if we all kind of had certain similar manifestations and we were doing it together, right? It's one thing to manifest on your own, but it's another thing to do it as a collective. And really, I think that's why they've been talking to me even about networking and trying to put myself out there. And, you know, you gotta find your soul group. And that's another reason why I created this channel, so that we could come together, you know, and do stuff like this. But yeah, accept yourself for who you are, everything you are, own it, and who cares what happened in the past. All that doesn't matter. You're clearing it out, you know, and rising above it. It's a part of the process. See only love. Look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings, and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. Wait, let me say that again. That didn't even make sense the way I said it. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. Again, like I said about the, you know, even if you get hit by this type of, you know, being, right, that is self-serving, that's not of human form, that's okay. See that for what it is. It's doing its purpose because it is a self-serving form of source, the one, right, one, the unit, the whatever, you guess what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying. It's doing its job, right? Or so it thinks. That's fine. That's what it is. That's what it is. So send it love. Um, all right, and you know what we'll do? I'm going to pull one of these, and then I'll end it out the way that I always do, because I feel like this is a good place to leave it. Surrender. So I'm going to read this out of the book, and then we're going to pull, and in divine timing, one of the cards that I always do. So where? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right, so surrender. All right, your message. Surrender is a spiritual practice, and it's not an easy one. It sure ain't. But angels are working in your favor, and their miracles will unfold with ease when you move into a state of trust. So call back your power and stop allowing external forces to divert you from the miracles you deserve. Confirmation. Exactly. Take time to realize that in order to be helped, you must surrender your need for control over the situation that is on your mind. Hand over your concerns and the entire situation to your spiritual allies. When you do so, you will allow angels of light to swoop in and help everything transform. Bro, okay, so exactly. So see, maybe a lot of us were holding on to like trying to control the situation, right? And it's like, oh my God, you felt like you were at a stuck place. Like, why am I stuck? What is going on? Because they want you to release control, surrender, connect with your higher self. And then they said they can swoop in and help everything transform. Yeah, come on, like seriously, I'll be like, I'm ready. Can you just swoop on in and do a big old like, yeah, thanks, okay? Because that was crazy. Those past 2 days was crazy. If you find yourself having difficulties letting go of the reins, oh my God, say, it's because there's a part of you that's not willing to receive the help or miracles you deserve. Oh shoot. Hand over all of your concerns to God and let the miracles in. See, you're blocking your own self. We are blocking our own selves. It ain't just you, it's me too over here, okay? And the extended message, if you are feeling overwhelmed or emotional at this time, your angel guide wants you to know it's okay to let go. When you open up and release your concerns, you open up to support and miracles. So see, confirmation. Talk to them not just about, what you want, but like your fears too, like everything. You gotta talk about everything so you can let it go. And then they can help, and your highest self too, You are a vessel and you contain light. Your concerns are taking up space. And when you release them, you make room for more light. Let them go now. This is a time to experience the freedom that you deserve. You don't have to do this alone. God and angels are ready to help you. Call in angels and invite them to help you surrender and release anything that could be blocking your experience of miracles. Oh my God, hold up. Stop playing with me. One of these had expecting miracles was in reverse. Hold on, I think it was this deck right here. Yep, it certainly was. Look. Oh my God. And I'm not playing because look, when it came out, these ones came out, and I noticed at the bottom of the deck, when I had it faced, because I put it just down like this, I looked over at it, but I didn't take it out. It's the Expecting Miracles card in reverse. So I was like, ooh, like, I wonder why that's, in reverse, right? I should have taken it out, see? And that's their little funny way of being like, yeah, see, should have taken it out, okay? In reverse, doesn't matter. Should have taken it out. Because you're blocking your miracles. So yeah, let me read that again. Call in angels and invite them to help you surrender and release anything that could be blocking your experience of miracles. To help them usher positive energy into your life, ask yourself what you need to let go of in order to grow. Then action it. Exactly. Then strategize your next moves here, right? Too. We had strategy come up here. All right. Yeah. So, wow. That's beautiful. It is so true. It's exactly it. Don't block yourself here. Don't allow anything to stop you. All right. And last one here. Dear you, there are times in life when taking a risk is better left for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap, no matter how dangerous it might seem. Confirmation. Well, hold on to your parachute strings, for today is leap time. Realize that no matter what, we will not let you fall down, get lost, or hurt yourself in any way on this one. Even if it may feel like you are in a free fall, we are here for you, and you can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax into this transition to something new. Again, we got journeying, embark on a new journey, you know, for the future. Yeah, they want you to go, man. They want you to go. Follow your heart. All the elements are in place, and your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you're asking about, it's time to take the risk and do the thing that scares you, aka release control, surrender to, ask for help. Don't block your miracles. No matter what happens, you will land softly right on target. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirit's got that covered. It's taking the leap itself. That's the point. Wow, how beautiful, how synchronistic. I love it. You know what? Because seriously, it's exactly what it is. So for whoever this resonates for, you know, hopefully it gives you guys the confidence in yourself to continue to go. You know what? Because on the bigger scale of things, you doing this helps all of us. It helps all of us. Don't let your fear stop you. Face fear right in the face, you know, and really try to release control, surrender. Again, with the, what did I say? What hurts is that 852. 852, my help, okay? Just go within. Inner child, highest self, release control. Would be a great place to kind of just be right now, you know? So yeah. And I had Eight of Pentacles was kind of flipped. So yeah, work on you. Just go within. Eight of Pentacles, right? Work on yourself right now. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna end it here. If you guys could, you know, like, share, subscribe. I love, you know, all the new people that have been commenting, you know, on the post. I love interacting with you guys. It's so much fun. A lot of you are really funny and crack me up. So that's cool. Always bringing joy to my day too. So yeah, to all the new subscribers, thank you, you know, for, you know, you guys kind of joining in on this over here as well. And again, this place is a judgment-free zone here. Just a bunch of love and support, and I appreciate it. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one.